Hello friends, I'm Mohammad Ali Khan and you are watching Mag Club Global. Dear fellows, as the famous saying goes, change is the only constant. With every passing moment in this world, something is always in motion, being shaped, being dismantled. Somewhere something is being built, elsewhere something is falling apart. This is the eternal law of nature, an unceasing cycle of transformation. It is within this very cycle that the lands we know called Pakistan, India, and Afghanistan once had no name, no identity. 6,000 years ago, people living here could not have imagined that millennium later these regions would emerge as independent countries with unique flags and distinct cultures. And we, the people of that time, who lived lives of luxury or advancement, would be reduced to mere fragments of history or existence known only and merely to curious and explorers and researchers. But this raises a compelling question. How could someone thousands of years ago even imagine a life of advancement and luxury when human civilization itself was not as developed as it is today? How could they envision something so far beyond their time? I'm sure this question is echoing in your minds just as it did in mine. So, in this video, we'll try to explore not just this question, but many others tied to it. I'm hopeful that by the end of this journey, we will discover some meaningful answers. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And after watching the video, do share your feedback. It means a lot. Now, let's dive into the heart of today's discussion. Among the world's most ancient civilizations, the Indus Valley Civilization stands as one of the most astonishing and mysterious chapters in human history. While the grand pyramids of Egypt were being constructed and royal kingdoms in Mesopotamia were reaching their zenith, an extraordinary civilization was quietly flourishing in the northwestern regions of the Indian subcontinent. A civilization unparalleled in urban planning, drainage system, economy, and cultural sophistication. Emerging around 3300 BCE and reaching its peak from 2600 BCE to among its most prominent cities were Mohenjo-Daro, located in Sindh's Larkana district, Harappa, situated about 24 kilometers west of present-day Sahiwal in Pakistan. Dholavira in Gujarat's Kutch district in India, and Rakhigarhi, a village in the Hisar district of Haryana, India. The ruins of these cities offer compelling evidence, supported by countless historians, that the people of the Indus Valley lived in a remarkably advanced society. Unlike other civilizations of the time, including the Egyptians and the Mesopotamians, these ancient people developed meticulously planned cities. Roads and streets were laid down with careful foresight. Their homes featured private wells and an advanced sewage and drainage system, an architectural and hygienic marvel for that era. One striking feature discovered across multiple sites is the precision of the city layouts. Streets were wide and paved, intersecting each other at perfect 90-degree angles, an indicator of a highly organized urban blueprint. The buildings were constructed using baked bricks, many of which still remain intact to this day, a testament to their enduring quality. Every home had a dedicated drainage outlet that connected to a larger network of covered sewers, reflecting a strict commitment to cleanliness and sanitation rarely seen in ancient times. Among the most iconic public structures of this civilization is the Great Bath of Mohenjo-Daro. Researchers believe this massive water tank was not merely a bathing site, but perhaps a sacred space symbolizing how deeply the people of the Indus Valley valued cleanliness. When it comes to the political structure of the Indus Valley Civilization, dear fellows, we enter a realm of mystery despite the civilization's remarkable advancements. Its political system remains an enigma. Scholars and historians have found no concrete evidence pointing to the existence of a grand monarch or a central ruling authority. There are no discovered palaces or monuments that suggest the presence of a singular ruler with absolute power. Some researchers propose that the Indus Valley society may have functioned as a decentralized, possibly democratic system, where each city operated as an independent unit with its own local governance or spiritual leadership. Others believe that the civilization may have been guided by religious leaders, as evidenced by the discovery of temples and religious seals, which hint at a theocratic structure. Speaking of religion, dear viewers, what little we know about the spiritual life of the Indus Valley people comes from archaeological interpretations. Experts suggest that the inhabitants practice a form of polytheism, worshipping various deities and nature symbols. One of the most famous artifacts is the Pashupati Mahadeva seal, which depicts a figure seated in a yogic posture surrounded by animals. Moreover, figurines of fertility goddess have also been unearthed, reflecting the civilization reverence for fertility both of the land and of women as sacred forces. There is also strong evidence that animals held deep religious significance. Seals featuring images of bulls, elephants, and deer suggest that these creatures were symbolic and possibly worshipped or associated with divine traits. Another fascinating dimension of the Indus Valley civilization was its economic and trade system, a shining testament to their sophistication. The people of this civilization were the world's first known cultivators of cotton, indicating that the roots of the South Asian textile industry go back thousands of years. Their trade was not limited to local exchanges. In fact, evidence shows they conducted long distance trade with regions such as Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq, the Gulf countries, and even Egypt, a clear sign of their economic reach and maritime capabilities. Interestingly, goods were sealed using engraved stamps or symbols, suggesting an understanding of institutional agreements and formal trade practices. However, despite their economic advancements, the people of the Indus Valley never minted coins. Instead, they relied on the barter system, exchanging goods such as metals, textiles, and other materials to fulfill economic needs. Dear viewers, when we talk about the art and literature of the Indus Valley civilization, we once again find ourselves surrounded by mystery. The written script of this civilization remains undeciphered to this day. It is widely believed that if we ever succeed in decoding this script, countless secrets about this remarkable civilization could be revealed. No, the pressing question is, how did such a modern and highly advanced civilization decline? But various theories have emerged. Some scholars believe that environmental changes, such as the shifting of the Indus River and its tributaries, led to the decline of agriculture, forcing people to migrate. Other studies point to natural disasters like earthquakes or catastrophic floods that may have damaged infrastructure and disrupted life. Another theory proposes an Aryan invasion, suggesting that nomadic tribes from Central Asia may have overrun the cities of the Indus Valley and dismantled their culture. However, this theory remains controversial and debated among historians to this day. History teaches us that no civilization lasts forever, but those that remain faithful to their core principles survive much longer. So the real question is, will we learn from history or will we repeat its mistakes? I hope you enjoyed this first video in our series on the history of the subcontinent. We are excited to bring you an entire historical journey through this fascinating land, and we truly need your support to continue. If you would like to stay connected with us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as I always say in every video, if you have any suggestions or feedback, please make use of the comment section below. It helps us understand that our beloved audience expects from us. That's all for today's video. Take care and goodbye.